Most electricians running Google ads think their biggest problem is getting more clicks, and it's not. Their biggest problem is what happens after the click or after the call, because Google is watching both. And if you're not available when they send you that customer, they're just going to stop sending you customers altogether. I'm Jason Healy, founder of CatchBoost. We build AI receptionists for electrical contractors. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how your availability affects your performance on both Google search ads and local service ads, and what you could do about it. Let's get into it. Before we talk about availability, let's make sure we're on the same page about how Google advertising works for contractors. Because there's two different systems, and they work very differently. First, there's Google search ads, the pay-per-click. You choose keywords like electrician near me, you set a budget, and pay every time someone clicks on your ad. Most contractors leave their ads running 24/7 by default, without even thinking about it. Google tracks what happens after that click. They're going to ask, did it turn into a call? Did that call connect with someone? And how long did that call last? Those signals affect something called your quality score. And your quality score controls what you pay per click and where your ad shows up. More conversions equal lower cost per click. Simple as that. The second system is local service ads. You've probably seen these. They show up at the very top of Google with a green badge that says Google Guaranteed. With local service ads, or LSAs, you don't pay per click, you pay per lead. And here's what makes LSA different from everything else. Google uses your business hours to control when your ad runs. You set your hours 8 to 5, your ad goes dark at 5 o'clock. That's it. You disappear. And if you set fake hours, like you claim you're open 24/7, but calls are sent to your voicemail, Google penalizes you. That means your badge is at risk, your visibility drops. So right away, availability means something completely different depending on which ad system you're in. Let's break down both of them. With standard Google ads, you're not required to set business hours. Your ad can run anytime. But that doesn't mean Google isn't paying attention to what happens on the other end. When you run call extensions or call-only ads, Google tracks whether that call connected with someone, how long the call lasted, whether it turned into a customer. An unanswered call at 9 p.m. is a negative signal. A connected 3-minute call is a strong positive signal. And this compounds over time. Your quality score is built on your conversion history. Businesses with strong conversion histories pay less per click and show up in better positions. Businesses with lots of clicks and no conversions get penalized with higher costs over time. And here's the problem most contractors don't realize. Your ads are probably still running 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. Homeowners don't search for electricians when it's convenient for you. They search when they have a problem. So they got flickering lights at 8 p.m., a tripped breaker on Sunday morning. That's when they call. And if those calls go to voicemail, you just paid for a click that actively worked against you. So you got two options with Google Ads. Schedule your ads to stop when you close and you go invisible, or answer every call and let every click work in your favor. There's really no middle ground. Now let's talk about the local service ads, the LSAs, because this is where things get really interesting. and where a lot of contractors are leaving money on the table or getting themselves penalized without realizing it. There are 3 scenarios, and I'll walk you through all 3. So you got scenario 1, you're honest with your limited hours. You get your hours Monday through Friday, and you set them from 8 to 5. And your ad runs during those hours, it's honest, it works, no penalties. But you're invisible every evening. You're invisible every weekend. That's a massive chunk of when homeowners are searching. Scenario 2, you got fake 24/7 hours. You set your hours to 24/7 because you want the visibility. But at 9 p.m., calls go to voicemail. Google sees the missed calls, the short durations, the lack of engagement. Then your account gets flagged, and your Google Guaranteed badge, the one you work to earn, is at risk. Your ad rank drops. You paid to look available, and Google penalized you for lying about it. And that's the worst of both worlds. Then you got scenario 3, legitimate 24/7 coverage. You actually answered every call, every hour. Your local service ad account shows 24/7, and it's true. Google sees every call connecting, every lead being handled. Your badge stays healthy, your ad runs at full strength around the clock, including evenings and weekends, when every competitor who set honest limited hours has gone completely dark. You're the only electrician showing up at 9 p.m. when someone's basement is flooding. Scenario 3 is a real competitive moat, but you can only get there if you can actually back it up. When you can honestly claim 24/7 availability on Google Ads or local service ads or both, here's what changes. On Google Ads, every click has a chance to convert. Your quality score builds a strong history over time. Your cost per click drops. And you can run ads around the clock without wasting budget. On local service ads, your ad runs legitimately while competitors have gone dark. You pick up leads they're missing. Your Google Guaranteed badge stays strong because every lead is being handled. And this applies to both systems because more calls means even more Google reviews. And reviews improve your local pack or your map ranking. Reviews improve your local service ad rank as well. So Google rewards businesses that treat their leads well. And that signal starts the moment the phone rings. Answer every call, get more reviews, Google trusts you more, your ads perform better, you pay less per click. That's a compounding advantage. When we set up 24/7 AI coverage for our first client, an electrical contractor in Connecticut, one of the first things that became clear was how many calls were coming in outside of business hours. Evening calls, weekend calls, emergency calls at 10 p.m. Before CatchBoost, those calls went to voicemail. On local service ads, missed leads that Google was watching. On Google Ads, paid clicks with no conversion. Once every call started getting answered legitimately, those conversion signals started feeding back into the ad account. And the calls that came in after hours turned into booked jobs that would have been completely lost. So here's the bottom line. On Google Ads, unanswered calls are paid clicks that slowly train the algorithm against you. On local service ads, your business hours are your visibility switch. You fake 24/7, you get penalized. Honest limited hours, and you go dark every evening and weekend. The only way to win on both is to actually answer every call every hour. And that's what we do here at CatchBoost, a done-for-you AI receptionist built specifically for electrical contractors. Your calls get answered 24/7, legitimately. Your local service ad hours are backed by real coverage, and every click you pay for has a real shot at converting. If you want to see exactly how this works for your business, link is below. Book a free call, and I'll walk you through it personally. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.